Anyway, by God's providence, another person donated about $500, and then we kept going. And by God's grace, every week we'll just have the minimum supply, maybe 1 bag or 2 bags of cement. Sometimes we have to scrap off from our own allowances to make sure the work doesn't stop, because every eye was on it. Every eye is on it, the good ones and the bad ones. And we knew that this was a test of what God can do. So we kept going up with the structure and going up and going up. We never really stopped work for a single day because of lack of means. Now I must also say that a few people turn up to volunteer their talent and their time. That's why we're able to succeed. And when we had these people volunteering, and all of us getting involved, we build the structure with our own hands. We do everything by ourselves. We even break the stones to make concrete with our own hands. We carry the stones from a town which is about 70 kilometers away because there are no stones around here. And then we come and break them with our own hands. And through that, God has been blessing until this point where we are.
When I shot this interview with Charles, the building was only partially complete. Many of the villagers didn't believe that we could succeed. Failure is a common end to many such endeavors in Cameroon. Many times projects are started, but money is mismanaged, and failure rears its ugly head. Cameroon is dotted with unfinished buildings, and many Africans are trapped in this idea that they can't succeed. And no doubt, some of the villagers wondered, will they succeed? Can they succeed? Does God care about providing a school for our village? With men, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. Because we believed this, we continued working toward its completion and trusting that God would see us through. We didn't have much money, so we made every effort to make the money we had go as far as possible. We did our part and worked on the building, and God continued to provide the money that was needed. All of this work was done with volunteer labor. We mixed the sand from the river with cement and then with water. It took some practice before we were able to perfect the ratio between the water, cement, and sand. Then we put the cement in molds to make our own bricks. We didn't hire anyone to do anything that we were capable of doing for ourselves. Several of the children carried water from the river to mix the concrete. We made 1,500 bricks this way, without power tools and without electricity. We made the window bricks with a special mold. Other Africans needing window bricks would probably buy them instead of making them themselves. Many of the villagers had no idea how these bricks were made. We prayed every day, and God never failed to supply our daily needs. Great was the rejoicing when the last brick was laid, and the zinc roofing was on, and the concrete floor was poured. God had proven himself trustworthy, and has shown that this was his school. Upon completion of the school, classes commenced, starting with 16 primary students, growing to 39, and then finally to 51 students. We're thankful to God for using us to reach out to this village with education, as well as with hope of a better way of life with Christ Jesus. Please continue to lift up this village in prayer, as well as other missions all around the world. If you would like to help, please contact us with the info on your screen. May God richly bless you until we meet on the other side.